The question becomes, how do we move from production to ownership? How do we move from survival to sovereignty? How do we move from being suppliers to becoming partners? How do we move from being price takers to becoming value makers? How do we build systems where the farmer does not just grow the crop, but participates in the wealth the crop creates? I believe part of that answer is education. Part of that answer is cooperative power. Part of the answer is media literacy. Part of the answer is digital infrastructure. Part of the answer is local processing. Part of the answer is transparent markets. Part of the answer is better storytelling. Part of the answer is teaching the next generation farming is not a symbol of poverty. Farming is one of the oldest forms of entrepreneurship on earth. A farmer wakes up before the market opens. A farmer invests before the buyer appears. A farmer produces before the contract is even signed. A farmer trusts before the harvest is guaranteed. That is entrepreneurship. That is courage. That is faith in action. So no, the farmer is not waiting at the end of the line for sympathy. The farmer is standing at the beginning of the line with value, and the rest of the world has built industries from that value. Now it is time to build systems that honor the origin. This is why I'm so passionate about media empowerment here in Cameroon and across all of Africa. Because when people own their story, they can begin to own their future. When communities document their value, they can negotiate from a different position. When producers become visible, they become harder to exploit. When farmers become brands, they become more than suppliers. When young people see agriculture connected to technology, media, business, and global trade, they stop seeing farming as something to escape and start seeing it as something to transform. Imagine a new generation of African agriculture media. Farmers with YouTube channels, cooperatives with buyer-facing websites, villages with digital marketplaces, young people producing documentaries about local crops, women farmers telling their stories directly to the world, agriculture schools teaching media, branding, and digital commerce, local products packaged with QR codes that show the story of the producer, exporters partnering transparently with the communities who make their business possible, consumers seeing the face, the land, and the life behind what they buy. That is not fantasy. This is possible, but it requires a mindset shift. And the first shift is this: stop seeing the farmer as poor. Start seeing the farmer as the first investor. Because if the farmer is the first investor, the farmer deserves respect. If the farmer is the first investor, then the farmer deserves information. If the farmer is the first investor, then the farmer deserves fair participation. If the farmer is the first investor, then the farmer deserves access to technology. If the farmer is the first investor, then the farmer deserves a voice. If the farmer is the first investor, then the farmer deserves more than sympathy. They deserve ownership. And this is bigger than farming. This is about Africa's future. Africa cannot continue to be seen only as a place where raw materials come from. Africa is not raw. Africa is refined. Africa is brilliant. Africa is creative. Africa is strategic. Africa is young. It's powerful. Africa is spiritual. It's innovative. Africa is not waiting to be saved. Africa is waiting for systems that stop stealing the value of what she already creates. And I believe Cameroon can be part of leading that conversation. From Limbe, from Bafut, from Buya, from Bamenda to Yaoundé, from the farms, from the villages, from the markets, from the schools, from the media hubs, from the young creators with cell phones, from the mothers who know the land, from the fathers who have carried the burden, from the elders who understand seasons better than any algorithm, from youth who can take tradition and technology and build something the world has never seen.